Good Friday morning, SKN. This is the last time I'm going to be saying this. This is my last day here. So again, good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I am Cortensia Carty, and I hope you are expecting to have a wonderful Friday. Yes, as we say it here, a beautiful Friday. Thank you for joining us this morning. Go tell your friends to tell their friends to turn on the devices. Good morning, SKN is on. We proceed now to the latest in local news. Yes, from Wind Media, SKN. Resilience begins with health and personal responsibility, because without having investments in health of human capital, a country cannot withstand, absorb, or move forward from shocks, according to the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, Timothy N.J. Antoine. He said, and quote, "I always say about resilience, what is resilience? It is our capacity to withstand shocks, absorb shocks, and bounce forward, not back forward. Because every crisis, every shock must have a legacy that allows us to better where we were before the pandemic, better than where we were before the hurricane, better than where we were before the global financial crisis. That's a key part of how we build resilience in this region and transform this region. And ultimately, we say in our vision, we don't just want to strive, we want to thrive. And that starts with the health of our people." End quote. The ECCB governor made those remarks during the central bank's 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue, which started on April 25th and is expected to end, it ended on April 26th.
And in other news from SKNIS, Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, and the Nevis Island Administration NIA Cabinet hosted a large contingent of diplomats on Nevis who were in the Federation participating in St. Kitts and Nevis Diplomatic Week 2023. The NIA Cabinet members interfaced with the more than 40 ambassadors, honorary consuls, and charge d'affaires at a welcome reception at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park Visitor Center in Penny's Beach. Premier Brantley, a former Minister of Foreign Affairs for St. Kitts and Nevis, invited the diplomatic delegation to enjoy the day-long tour on the island. He said, quote, "Welcome to Nevis. I'm delighted that you have decided to come over as part of Diplomatic Week. This is a very important initiative when St. Kitts and Nevis seeks to showcase its diplomatic ties with the various countries around the world. So thank you for being here, and I really do hope you have a wonderful time in St. Kitts and Nevis." End quote. The visiting dignitaries were able to visit the Artisan Village, Alexander Hamilton Museum, Bath Stream, and Nivision Heritage Village. They also paid a courtesy call on Her Honor Mrs. Hyleta Liebert, Deputy Governor General of Nevis, at the Government House, where they were treated to lunch with live steel pan entertainment.
It's lovely. Our preceding story comes from Wind Media, SKN. Minister of Tourism, Honorable Marsha T. Henderson, and executives of the St. Kitts Tourism Authority met with hoteliers for an update meeting. The meeting was held on April 24, 2023, and the tourism minister said that one of the critical points addressed was getting hoteliers to buy into the Federation being a sustainable island destination. She said, and quote, "We want to get an update from the hoteliers to see how they perform in terms of stayovers during the period January to March 2023, and from all accounts, things are looking up. We also wanted to discuss the initiatives that we intend to embark upon this season. For the rest of the year, the final quarters of the year, particularly the marketing initiatives, training, and getting our stakeholders to buy into St. Kitts being a sustainable tourism destination. We want to ensure that hoteliers understand that we want them to embark on eco-friendly practices so that in a few years we can have a destination. If we continue to operate how we are operating, we may not have a destination to sell and to provide food and shelter for our people." End quote. Industry stakeholder Mark Schneider, General Manager of Sunset Reef, St. Kitts, shared his thoughts on the meeting. He said, and quote, "I thought today's meeting was a great example of our tourism community coming together to work together to create a sustainable future." End quote.
Time now for a check of our local weather. It will be partly cloudy with a high of 79 and a low of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a look at your forecast as we head to a break. More GMSKN on the other side of it.
That's it.
An exotic experience.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Time now for the latest in regional news list from Loop Caribbean. Commonwealth Parliamentary Association of the British Islands and Mediterranean Region CPA-BIMR Election Observation Mission EOM has found that Monday's general election on the British Virgin Islands broadly met international standards. The 8-member EOM, which was led by Gambian politician Fatoumata Njayi, commended election officials for delivering a well-organized election. Njayi said, quote, "The British Virgin Islands has delivered a well-administered election, which was carried out in a calm and professional manner. Polling staff were well-trained, diligent, and helpful, and efforts to promote voting by elderly voters and persons with disabilities were commendable." End quote. The EOM had described campaigning on the island as vibrant, but she noted a considerable number of eligible voters chose to stay away from the polls. In their preliminary statement, the observers said they were concerned about the lack of campaign finance regulations and the small number of women involved in politics.
No. On the international scene, our news comes from Al Jazeera. Typing "I have anxiety" into ChatGPT, OpenAI's groundbreaking artificial intelligence-powered chatbots get to work almost immediately. "I'm sorry that you are experiencing anxiety." Scrolls across the screen. It can be a challenging experience, but there are strategies you can try to help manage your symptoms. Then comes a numbered list of recommendations: working on relaxation, focusing on sleep, cutting caffeine and alcohol, challenging negative thoughts, and seeking the support of friends and family. While not the most original advice, it resembles what might be heard in a therapist's office or read online in a WebMD article about anxiety. Not least because ChatGPT scrapes its answers from the wide expanse of the internet. ChatGPT itself warns that it is not a replacement for a psychologist or counselor, but that has not stopped some people from using the platform as their personal therapist. In post-online forums such as Reddit, users have described their experiences asking ChatGPT for advice about personal problems and difficult life events like breakups. Some have reported their experience with the chatbot as being good or better than traditional therapy. Well, I will say to that, to each his own, and thank you for tuning in for Regional and International News. We'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome to another Infused Friday, and we have another amazing infused water recipe for you today, which is mango, papaya and pineapple. So let's get into just some of the benefits of this fine selection of fruit. Mango juice is full of potassium and magnesium, the two compounds that regulate blood pressure in the body. Consuming mango juice daily can help one keep fit and maintain blood pressure and keep hypertension in check. Drinking mango juice also makes sure there is enough fluid in the body to keep it balanced. Did you know that mangoes are good for your eyes, improves immunity, great for digestion, helps fight cholesterol and may burn fat and reduces acne? Papayas contain high levels of antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin C and vitamin E. Diets high in antioxidants may reduce the risk of heart disease. The antioxidants prevent the oxidation of cholesterol. When cholesterol oxidizes, it's more likely to create blockages that lead to heart disease. And finally, pineapple, rich in vitamin C and manganese, which promotes healthy bones. Pineapple is packed with disease-fighting antioxidants. Thanks to the antioxidants, pineapple has cancer-fighting properties. In addition, pineapples can aid digestion and assist in weight loss. Now for the ingredients. You need 1/4 cup of papaya, 1 cup of mango, 1/4 cup of pineapple, 1/2 cup of ice and 12 ounces of cold water. Directions: wash fruits well, chop and slice ingredients and add to a large jar or jug of iced water. Stir and serve in tall glasses. Refreshing. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Yo, what up? It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. In this segment of Real Talk, we will be discussing the 5-letter word, greed.
Greed, indeed.
All right, so, well, technically 4-letter word, 5 characters, G-R-E-E-D. All right, greed. So the definition, greed is the intense, selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, food, and possessions over and above one's needs. So I think that definition bears repeating to set the context up of our discussion. Greed is the intense, selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, food, and possessions over and above one's needs. Mm-hmm. So what does greed have to do with a person? Well, I guess that's the first question, potentially.
What does it have to do with the person? And it comes from an excerpt from Knowledge Instead EDU, and it says greed comes with stress, exhaustion, anxiety, depression, and despair. In addition, it can lead to maladaptive behavior patterns such as gambling, hoarding, trickery, and even theft. And we notice when we see things like that, we often refer to persons as being greedy because they never have enough. They'll take their money and gamble it in hopes of turning it over quickly, and sometimes they lose it to their own detriment. So it's just, and then the trickery they use, they get it from me, you, everybody else, giving us the same sad story unless we come together and figure out, oh, they tricked us too. So yeah. So, in the corporate world, as John Grant wrote, fraud is the daughter of greed. This other one in the same context comes from CoreyWise.com. Greed can stem from emotional trauma and unmet needs. In a bid to replace the emptiness of emotional distress, a person can attempt to use objects or possessions.
All right, so a lot of words to unpack. I do, however, want to go back to the initial definition just for a moment. Again, greed is the intense selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, food, and possessions over and above one's needs. And I want to label, well, at least highlight one of these words. Let's target power. I do recall this movie about the Wall Street Giant. I think it was dubbed Greed, if everybody remembers that famous movie. We were talking about wealth, we were talking about power. Within our context, I think we see it more in terms of magnates seeking to acquire more power, whether they are political figures, whether they are entrepreneurs or whatever. So in cases like that, obviously it can affect all of us if we are exploited by the greedy quote unquote persons. All right. So there are also some levels of greed that are provided to us by way of this website, ccie.ucf.edu, for those of you who might want to research some additional information. So I'll begin with the first level of greed, and this is stated as an excessive desire for more material and non-material things. I'm not exactly certain I understand the non-material, but perhaps you can help me with that. In any event, it's an excessive desire for more material and non-material things.
I would say non-material things are like attention. So they're craving more attention, they're craving more love, things that are not tangible that you can hold. So things like that. That's according to my understanding.
Okay, okay, I was just trying to fit this into the definition. Okay, fair enough.
So the disregard for potential costs of obtaining one's desire. So they don't care what is it they have to do. They manipulate, they steal, they commit various crimes to get what they want to do because they are greedy. They have to get what they want. Look, there was a news article just the other day with this young lady. She goes to college, and it baffled me that a person of such stature would do this, where she was taking monies from various persons' account, saving it up, and eventually she bought a Tesla. And I don't think she thought she would have gotten caught. I don't know how she thought that way, I should say, because once you steal, the inevitability is you will get caught. So it baffles me at times how the most educated of us commit these fraudulent acts.
Well, I would have to say that there, to use your take on things, perhaps some of us get into relationships because we're greedy. And so we seek out people who are financially stable in order to ensure that our lives are better off in the long run. Hopefully that's not you, but it's out there. All right, so we're looking at another level of greed, which is insatiability, and that refers to the part where you're never satisfied with whatever it is that you acquire. I think that ought to be balanced against having goals or desires that are realistic and obtainable through established or acceptable means, rather. But insatiability is definitely one of those things. You never have enough, so you keep acquiring more and wanting more.
Indeed. An acquisition motivation. No matter, you have to find a way to acquire what you want. You're just busy thinking, what's next? How can I do this? And I don't know. How can I see 20 persons go to jail and I still follow that road, knowing that the end result of me doing something bad to obtain what I want, it's going to land me in a jail cell? I cannot understand how people, because more and more we see more and more persons are falling into the same schemes, doing the same thing, knowing the eventual outcome just because of greed. And
it sounds really passionate to you, Cordencia.
Yeah.
Is there something? It sounds like it's really personal to you.
I'm just saying, even with murder, you see if somebody murder, where they end up, you still gonna murder? Does that make sense? So that part of life just baffles me, that you see where the end results of the situation or the consequence of it will get you, and you still do it. Yeah.
All right, so that's acquisition motivation. What is retention motivation, since you're the one who came up with this topic? What is it?
You is like acquisition, you get it, and now you will do anything to keep it. So let's do, per se, you fall in love with somebody. So you'll try your best to make them feel like you're in love with them. So you'll do all kind of things to ensure that they don't figure out that you're not in love with them just because you want their monies. So you'll do your best to retain that fakery of love, to stay with them. Or you get these things and you try your best to, say, a house. Maybe you can't even pay for the house, but you try your best to retain the house. Or let's say a car. Maybe you can't even pay for the car, but you try your best to retain these items. So yeah.
That's retention motivation.
That is what I gathered from it.
All righty, examples of greed. Helpfulprofessor.com. Power, bribes for vote, recounting of ballots, lying, cheating, embezzle. Wow, this is a heavy topic for the morning. In any event, all right, so these are examples of greed. Anything else?
You asked me what I got from retention motivation. What would you say it is?
Well, I didn't know, that's why I asked you, so I'm
Okay.
trusting your definition.
Okay. So paying workers a low salary while making millions yourself.
Okay, know nothing about that one. All right, firing long-time employees just to save a few dollars. Suppose we've seen that in the corporate scene.
Yeah. A student refusing to share their pens when they have more than enough. That's a form of greed.
Simple, but I suppose. Marrying someone for their money rather than love. That's also, wow. Anyway, yeah. Keep going.
What you gotta say? Why are you so shy about the topic this morning?
Good morning, SKN. I'm trying to keep a smile on my face, and yours obviously it's not going very well, but hey, we'll work through it. Yes.
Okay, so continuing to hoard money when you've got more than you could ever spend. So you know, some persons never have enough money. They just keep grabbing for more money, grabbing for more money.
Or they have. Hoarding implies that there's a collection of it, so they do have.
They do have.
And they still have more than they can ever spend, but they want more
They
anyway.
still want more, yep.
All right, prioritizing money and other commodities over your family and their happiness. That's one of the things, well, okay. I don't mean to make this personal, so not your happiness, but the happiness of someone's family. That perhaps would be a better way of saying it.
Because then they will say, oh, I'm doing this so that we can ensure that we have enough. So, boy, I wonder if I should touch on this one. Okay, I'll just go into, the laissez-faire capitalism. So, in laissez-faire capitalism, the only thing that matters in these hyper-capitalistic societies is who has money. In this society, the poor miss out because they are pushed to the back of the line and trampled on by capitalists without feelings of guilt. You don't have it, you can't spend it, you can't come here, you can't go to this school, you don't have enough health care, so you can't come here, so.
Okay, well, I think we've seen that in some respects, perhaps not in respects that we're willing to talk about openly, but we've seen it in some respects in the people who feel it, know it, perhaps more so than anybody else. All right, so the Ponzi scheme promised a 50% return on investment, apparently, but the monies were just being borrowed to pay back those who were owed.
Yeah.
So no real promise
Greed
that will
again.
be fulfilled there.
Okay, so 5 ways to deal with greedy people. So first we have to recognize that they are greedy people. And how do we recognize this? By looking out for the various attributes that the definition basically provided at the start of this discussion.
All right, well, there are 5 ways, but there's more than 5.
Yeah, because I added some personal ones.
Okay, so so tell me when the personal ones stop. Sorry. So recognize the reason for greediness. It's when, and be polite. Therapy.
Therapy is mine. Because maybe something that you have to work through. So you can go and talk, this is what I'm feeling, this is what my friend identified to me. Can you help me to find out if this is so? Yeah.
Interesting topic. Not my favorite, but in any event. Simply ignore. I've done that. Simply ignore. All right.
Strengthen your positivity. And then this last one was one of mine. Develop an attitude of gratitude, count your blessings, and be grateful for all that you have.
All right, so if I were to okay, so which ones were yours?
The last one.
Therapy.
And.
Develop an attitude of gratitude and.
Yeah, so the last one and therapy.
Okay, so then outside of those.
Because it's 7 of them that are.
Got you. So outside of those, the 5 ways to deal with greedy people coming from drprem.com, which is a website which you source this information from, would be recognize the reason for greediness, be polite, accept them as they are, simply ignore and strengthen your positivity, and then you added therapy and develop an attitude of gratitude. All right, so yeah, that's greed. It's done. More Good Morning SKN in a moment.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday. It's Infused Friday, and you've guessed right, we have another marvelous infused water recipe for you today. Strawberry, lemon and green tea infused water. So let me introduce you to the benefits one can expect from this selection. Strawberries. These potent little packages protect your heart, increases HDL, which is good cholesterol, lower blood pressure and guard against cancer. Packed with vitamins, fiber and particularly high levels of antioxidants known as polyphenols. Strawberries are a sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free and low-calorie food. The bottom line is lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fiber and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues and cancer. And finally, green tea contains healthy bioactive compounds. These compounds can improve brain function, increase fat burning. The antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers, contribute to the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and assist in the prevention of cardiovascular disease, also in the protection of the brain from aging and reduce bad breath. Amazing benefits. Let's get infusing. Here are the ingredients. 1 bag of green tea, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of hot water, 1 lemon halved, juiced and half sliced, a handful of strawberries halved, and ice cubes for serving. Directions. Place tea bag in a cup of hot water, let it steep for 5 minutes, then remove, and let it cool before pouring into a jug or pitcher. Add the remaining ingredients and let it infuse for 30 minutes before serving into a large glass filled with ice. So delightful. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Joining us this morning is Maricia Kelly, Program Officer at the Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities, as we discuss the Seniors Day program. Good morning, Maricia, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alrighty. So tell us, what is the need, or why was this program started?
Okay, we started the program for seniors in 3 different communities, which is the East Bastia, also known as the Newtown, St. Peters, and St. Paul's. The need for the program is because most of the seniors are home just not doing anything.
Okay.
So we started the program so they can come out and enjoy some activities that we have planned for them.
Why only those 3 areas though? Because we have seniors all around St. Kitts.
Okay, those 3 are the pilot programs.
Okay.
So hopefully next year we'll have 3 more centers open up and implemented for the program.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay, so you're talking about pilot programs, which obviously means that you're collecting some data as you implement it.
Yes.
Whether it's qualitative or quantitative. In other words, you're getting feedback from the seniors. You're getting
Yes,
feedback
as
from
to
their families.
what they want to do, what they expect from us in the future, and this other stuff.
What are the things that they're saying?
They want to do crochet, basketry. They want to go to the schools and teach them like stuff that they used to do in the long time days.
Okay.
Yes, like how to make Johnny cake and sugar cake and the pull
Okay.
and the jawbone breakers.
Oh, so they're ensuring that those crafts don't die with them. I like that. I like
So
that.
that is really meaningful. And the question that I have for you is, when you see the seniors engaging in that way, wanting to contribute to society, do you feel that your program is actually indeed successful?
Yes, it is, because some of the seniors also in the program, they want to cook for each other, so they can get a sense of their recipes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Are there the ratio of male to females?
We only have like four males.
Wow.
Yes, in all 3 programs.
Wow.
Yes.
So is it harder to get the males to come out?
Yes, it's harder to get the males to come out.
Wow.
But you do have the females, and we're grateful for, of course, that involvement. Now, as program coordinator, you obviously are in charge of planning, and you have some oversight of this program. So walk us through what your job is like typically.
Okay. My job is to get persons on board, like different various
Stakeholders, perhaps?
stakeholders, yes, to come on board. We have for next month, we want to have the presentation from NEMA, so they can know about the disaster. Coming back June is hurricane season, so we want to get them ready as to prepared as for hurricane season.
Okay. You mentioned preparedness for the hurricane season. Which other stakeholders do you use, per se, the banks, so we continue to help them with their monies?
Yes, in June we're gonna have financial marketing.
Okay.
Yes, and then we're gonna have the police and the fire rescue also with a presentation to teach them about safety on the road, the fire safety at home, and this other stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if you have this data, but I'm just curious. There are some people, as they get older, they prefer to live alone, and so obviously you're taking some of these people in the day. Do you have any stats as to, on average, how many people in your program actually live by themselves as opposed to with other people?
You can say on our program in Newtown we have around 20 persons. So in Newtown you can say maybe like 10% of them 10% of them living alone.
Oh,
Okay. Is that challenging for you in any way, or challenging for them?
No, they prefer that way. They don't want nobody to live with them and those other stuff. Yes, because they say when they put on their stuff, they want to be able to find it where I put it down.
Oh, okay.
That's a common complaint that I've heard. Yes.
Well, we know they partook in a kite making session recently. What other activities have they done thus far?
Right now we're doing art and craft. We have Mr. Dennis Richards at Newtown and in St. Paul's, and we have a Mr. Malano, welcome at St. Peters.
So they are going to be painting.
Yes, they are. St. Peter's painted already this Tuesday, sorry, yes. So they painted on the canvases. He asked them what they wanted to make. They said they wanted to do rose. So they drew the rose and they painted their roses.
Oh, nice. So are we ever going to see all these work that they would have done on display somewhere?
Yes, they're on our Facebook page.
Okay, all right.
Which is?
Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disability. Just go on Facebook and maybe.
Okay. So in keeping with that, obviously you're using people from the public to facilitate these programs as
Yes.
well. Is there a call for more involvement from the community? What do you want if you had the chance, which you do now actually, in terms of support?
Well, we're asking persons to come on board, even for sponsorship, because we don't have much money. Because as I said, the ministry just
Started,
launched.
okay.
Yes, this ministry just launched on the 20th of February, and we launched the elderly day program on the 20th of March.
Okay, so follow up to that. You're dealing with these seniors in the day, so your hours of dealing with them are what?
From 9 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon.
Which means that you also provide them with lunch.
Yes.
So if somebody did not have the money, but they wanted to contribute in terms of
Yes.
food or anything
yes,
like
they
that,
can do that.
they can do that
yes.
as well. Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
And how do they reach you to make these donations?
We can be reached at 665-3983.
Okay.
Now, this sounds like a really exciting thing because I think that, again, it puts you in a unique seat because you're able to facilitate older people continuing to be involved in society. They're aging, but they still have a lot to add.
Yes.
What have been some of the lessons that you've learned from your engagement with them?
Oh, that's a good question. I've learned a lot. A lot. They teach me, like, it's like, oh, you don't have to sign the machine, you can sign your hand. Yes, I'm like, I don't like sign on my hand. That is too much work. The machine is easier. You can wash on your hand, you don't have to wash in the machine. Like, you know what age is this?
Until the electricity goes, and then you'll know.
Yes, but yes, it's been fun to teach you a lot of things because the teacher at St. Kitts is only 23.
Okay.
And they adopted him, grandson, this is my grandchild. Yes.
That's
And
so
he enjoyed
sweet.
them very well.
Oh, that's good. So we know it is having a positive impact on them.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any provision for involving, let's say, technical skills in this? So technology skills, rather, in this? Are they learning to use the computer? Is that a plan? Is that something they want to do? Can they do that?
That's a good question because most of them, they have the smartphone, but they can't really use the smartphone. So in one of the sessions, we want to have somebody from technology to come in and teach them how to use the smartphone. As most like to do a WhatsApp, because they say most of them who does not live alone have to ask the grandchild or the grandchildren how to do the WhatsApp.
All right, so I'm going to plant the seed here because we had telecoms representatives here yesterday, telecom representatives here yesterday. So perhaps you can reach out to those providers and see if they can facilitate those sessions, because that would be a great idea.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Okay, I feel like I'm working with you already. But that's what it's about, community involvement, ensuring that they.
And for one thing, they don't just come and learn stuff. Every day of the week, the Monday is Newtown, Tuesday St. Peter's, and Wednesday St. Paul's. We have a church from each community comes in and do morning devotion.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not every day of the week?
No, it's just 3 days.
Oh, I thought it was every day of the week in those 3 communities.
No, then we go back Thursday and Friday to the office to plan for the next week.
So have they requested more days?
No,
The seniors,
not yet.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay, so they're contented.
All right, so this question is whether or not you see it long-term branching out to accommodate more days, and if so, is one of the reasons that you haven't done that perhaps because of human resources and other resources?
Yes, but we have this person who wants to come on board to do backyard gardening, so hopefully it should be more days in the week for the 3 community centers. Yes.
Dcash, we know the actual tangible money, we're not going to have it soon. Is there a facilitator that's going to come in to help them with Dcash, because they already have the problem with using the devices? How soon will that person come in, because it's already incorporated into society?
That I can't say right now.
Okay.
Yes. I don't want to give you a time and then it does not work by that time.
No problem.
All right, so tell us about how you work along with your team to facilitate these programs.
Okay, I have 2 officers work with me. Normally one works in the kitchen and the other one works on the floor with the elderly.
Okay. Why did you choose this path, or this path chose you?
It chose me.
Okay, nice.
How so?
First it was social services. It was all together, and then the ministry divided.
Okay.
Yes. And then they just said they want Miss Kelly because Miss Kelly works with elderly.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes.
Well, that's definitely commendable, and I think that anyone who sends, their elderly relatives to that program would be comforted in knowing that you do take
Yes,
an
I'm
interest
here.
in
Yes.
them as well.
Because I treat them just like they are my mother.
Nice.
What's the most fascinating conversation that you've had with them as part of the program? Because I know that they have a lot of
Jimmy, you
information.
really want to know?
I do.
Oh my God. It's so much. I can't even keep up with them. Trust me. They're,
The most interesting one, the one that stood out to you.
you're not married?
Oh, Lord.
What are you waiting for? I was like, when it's ready, it's going to come to me. I'm not rushing it.
Oh my God.
Okay, you said there were only 4 males, so I'm assuming you didn't get a proposal as
No,
yet.
not yet. No.
Perhaps with time.
Perhaps.
No, I know for a fact that in dealing with them, they can be some of the most engaging people. There might also be some who don't necessarily come out of their shell as easily as others. Have you
All of
experienced
them
that?
are out of their
Oh,
shell.
really?
All are out of their shell. Even the gentlemen, they're out of their shell. All.
Do you find that they talk a little more because you said they're out of their shells, so you probably wouldn't know this, but their engagement with each other, what's that like on a day-to-day basis?
The engagement with each other is good because up to the Wednesday, one of them saying they like the program, they like being here, the group is a nice group. St. Peter's gave themselves their own name, the elite group.
Ooh.
They're not elderly, they're elite.
Elite. Yes, of course.
I love that, actually. You might have to start a competition with the others to see who has the best name. I like that.
Yes.
And they're absolutely right. They are elite, not elderly. I love it.
Yes, and the lady which is coming up next, oh my God, you're gonna love her.
I feel like I know her. I feel like I met her already when I saw the name, and I know exactly. Oh, there you go. There you go. I know Shirley very well. Yeah, you guys want to stay for that because she's a full bottle of life.
She's a handful.
Which is good, full of life.
Yes.
And they keep you young, right? I imagine they keep you on your toes.
Yes, very much so. Yes, especially Shirley.
Wow. Do they speak to you about any future goals they might have for themselves?
Some of them they want to how to do their will because they don't have any wills.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So we want to have someone to come in and talk to them about that.
Okay.
Well, that's actually very good because I know of older people as well who probably never even thought of going to a lawyer to consider what their will would look like if they should even get one, etc. And so a lot of things are left up in the air. I'm glad that you're on the ground there and you're going to be facilitating those things. It's really meaningful. So if anyone else wants to participate in this program again, where do they find you?
We are located at the East Bastia Community Center, formerly known as the Newtown Community Center. That's where the office is. The aging office, yes.
All right, you come and you look for Miss Kelly?
Miss Kelly or Miss Lindsay Adua, who is the coordinator of aging.
Okay, awesome. This sounds like a very fascinating program.
Yes, it is.
And we're not done yet because Shirley's coming up.
Yeah, looking forward to Miss Shirley.
All right, we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Welcome to another edition of Infused Friday. We have another great infused water recipe for you to try out. Pineapple and sweet red bell pepper. I know what you're thinking, but this will bring a pep in your step. Here are some of the benefits you may experience from this exotic combination. Pineapple juice is rich in a variety of vitamins and minerals. It's especially packed with manganese, copper, vitamin B6 and vitamin C, all of which play important roles in the proper functioning of your body. Red capsicum or red bell pepper contains lycopene and a phytonutrient which helps to keep a healthy heart. It is also a rich source of folate and vitamin B6 along with antioxidants known to protect the body against free radicals. I know you cannot wait to try out this amazing fruit and vegetable infusion. Let's get you started with the following ingredients. You will need 6 pineapple cubes, 6 red capsicum cubes, enough fresh water to fill your jug or bottle. And the directions. Remember to wash your ingredients well. Chop and slice ingredients as necessary. Add to ingredients to a large jug or bottle. Stir ingredients and add fresh water and stir. Let it infuse, settle, and then serve into tall glasses. Can you taste the goodness already? Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We previously spoke to Mauricia Kelly about the Seniors Day program. Here with us now are Shirley Lewis, a participant in the St. Peter's Seniors Day program, and Jason McLean from the Newtown Seniors Day program. And we are so glad that you are with us this morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Our pleasure having you both.
Right, so let's talk. I mean, we were talking before the camera started rolling and we were having a whale of a time. How do you like the program?
I love the program. The program is very good. It's good for people like us that's in the club, and we have a grand time when we get there. We enjoy it.
I understand that, well, you're from St. Peter's, and again, you're from the Newtown Seniors Day program. I understand that the name Elite came because of you.
That's right.
No doubt.
That's right. Elite, yes.
I love your energy, definitely love your energy. Mr. McLean, what has the experience been like for you?
It's a wonderful experience in that I'm a person who, from small, always believe in the elders. I grew up among the elders and I have gained great experience from them. So that love for the elders is still there, as well as the youths. You know, like I shared with them in my 30s, 40s, the people inside here, I hated them.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. But the love for the elders and the youths was always there. And so to be with the elders like myself today, it's enjoyable. We can reminisce and talk about the past and share our experiences with each other. And one of the reasons that I'm so happy about it is that many of the elders are home by themselves and needed to be among others where they can exercise their mind rather than allowing their mind to become more dormant and crippled so fast. So I am enjoying them.
And I'm enjoying listening to you. Your enthusiasm, I can feel it.
Is this something that both of you wish would have started sooner?
I don't know. My husband was part of this a long time ago. I never see myself. As I said, I never think I'm old. So I've never seen myself in a program like this. I always think that I'm young, you know. So I don't think about old. So, and it doesn't bother me being home. I'm not a TV person, so I listen to my radio. I love my radio. So I listen to my radio, so it doesn't matter to me. So I just sit there and relax. If I have to go out, I go. But other than that, I mean, anyway.
There's a story there.
You know, the club is good. I love the club. I love to be there among the younger people. Because I think that
we young, yes, I love it.
I love to mix with them. So I look forward to Tuesdays.
Oh, lovely.
Now, I saw your face when Mr. McLean talked about reminiscing. There was a certain expression on your face. What came to your mind? What do you reminisce about?
Lots of things we reminisce about. You reminisce about when you were young or younger.
Younger, in your case, yes.
Younger. And things I used to do. I used to play netball.
You don't say?
Oh, yes. I was an athlete. A lot of people don't know that. I went to Jamaica. Yes.
You go, girl?
Yes. So, you know, you sit and you look at, I like to look at sports.
Oh, lovely.
And I always imagine myself. And I always wonder if what is happening now with the sports, these young people have so much privilege. I didn't have that. I used to run barefooted. When I went to Jamaica in 1960, that's the first time I got a pair of track shoes.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, they have all the privilege. They can go all about. I mean, we couldn't go nowhere, and we had nobody to sponsor you. So you had like other people from the community who would say, okay, I'll give Shirley a pair of track shoes, and then somebody said, I'll give a track suit. You understand? And that's how it went along. But I reminisce a lot and sit down home and listen to the radio and hear people talk and so forth. I look at your show. You know, I used to look at the show, but I don't see it no more. You know, but things like that. But I love the club. I love the club. I love the club.
I never thought I would be with the club because I am much younger than my age.
You go, guy.
I'm not experiencing any kind of pain at all.
Don't say.
No pain, nowhere. And I move very quickly still. I'm physically strong.
Nice.
The mind is in good shape. I do a lot of reading.
Okay, nice.
Every day, every night, I'm reading and writing. So if I have to stay by myself, it does not bother me. I play my harmonica and my recorder.
Wow.
You know, so I move
from today. You should have brought it today. I feel deprived now. Maybe next time.
Yes. So I move from one to the other. So there's no time for boredom.
Okay.
When it comes around me. But I still love to be among my people, the elderly, you know. And like my learned friend here, I too was an athlete when I was a 100-yard sprinter.
Wow.
And I was a cricketer, played good cricket. I was an opening bat,
okay,
you know,
nice.
played good cricket. Well, you know.
And what's your last year now?
My?
Singing.
Oh, well.
Oh, there's a story there, isn't there?
What did Sonia?
Oh.
And you didn't say that?
No, he did not.
Come, tell us about those days.
Yes, I started.
Tell him your name first, please.
Yes.
Shirley.
Can't hide anything for you.
You know, right?
I love it.
Yes, I am known as King Pharaoh.
Okay.
King
Nice.
Pharaoh. And
wow.
I started in 1965 over in Nevis. Of course, that's where I started. And I came back to St. Kitts, and I went on to, in 69, my first competition. I won that competition, and then I went on to St. Thomas.
Oh, nice.
And I keep going and coming and being in the competition, being always given trouble in the competition, you know. And so I have enjoyed at that period. Now I am a higher level. I am with my Creator, and studying His Word day and night, and trying to encourage other folks, you know, to go along.
That is so great, I have to say. When you said that you read a lot, I was curious to know what you read, but I'm getting insight now into what you read.
Yes.
That's so great. I love your sense of style, by the way, both of you. I love your dress. I see you're showing me some shoulders, Miss Shirley. Of course. I love your hat, by the way. It's great.
Thank you.
Of course. Hey, you know I love everything about you. You want everybody to know? Okay, I love everything about Miss Shirley.
Miss Shirley is. I saw Miss Shirley in her shoes, so I said, "You have on younger shoes." Miss Shirley let me know that, yeah, she's wearing her younger shoes. No, good stuff.
I would.
What is it you don't want to say, Miss Shirley?
I'll let you see because, you know, I tell you I have my knees problem.
Okay.
So when I walk, you know, a gentleman along with me, now you are too young. Even Mr. Doe, to show me.
Yeah.
Mr. Doe, I had a funny foot, so he used to use one his shoe.
Okay.
Higher than everyone. So that's how I got down my shoes, one higher than mine, but no one noticed to see.
Okay.
And you whispered it so nobody heard.
Yes. Shirley said to drink water, mind your business. I like that.
I love that. All right, so Mr. McLeod, now that I know that you were into calypso, can you give us a line or two of something? Do you remember what you were saying? I'm just curious to hear your voice.
All right.
Are you trying to remember his words?
Oh, well, you're singing for the Lord. If you can't remember the calypso,
I'm going to do this with something that I recently started.
Okay.
'Twas an Calvary's cross that you died for me, so I come to say thanks. I do not know your agony, so I come to say thanks. It was my deeds that caused you pain. You set me free from sin and shame, so I come with haste before your face. just to say thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Lord, thank you for all you have done by setting me free while placing my deeds upon your Son. By setting me free while placing my deeds upon your Son.
Wow. No, I have to. I have to.
That's so sweet.
Wow. You're so melodic. You never lost that.
Never.
Honestly. I mean, I hear some people sing and they don't sound like you. You've got skill. I'm glad that
I cannot lose it. I'm alive. When I go, it's going with me.
I like that. I like that.
Well, not exactly, because this is being recorded, so thankfully you're leaving a bit of it with us. Thankfully. So you said you recently worked on that.
Yes.
Have you completed it, or are you still
no,
working on it?
I'm going to finish it probably tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. That's great. So you're going to sing that in church?
You have to put this interview into this.
Is she your manager?
Michelle was singing some lines like she knew the song too, you know. Oh, okay,
Wow.
good backup.
Well, I heard it.
Fine. It's all part of the game.
Yeah, yes, indeed. So what activities have you both participated thus far whilst being in the elite daycare center?
I did a painting of a face.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know what the face was, or the face is. You guess?
No, I can't guess because you're living in mystery. Just how you're looking at me, Miss Shirley, I can't guess.
So you look at it, if you look at the painting, you say, oh, that is
you.
Okay.
Okay.
I knew that.
And then I did some roses last week.
Okay.
This week, Tuesday, we did some roses. And so if I knew, I would have brought them.
Yes. Yeah, so next time you could bring them for us because we're hoping to have more with you.
And I want Miss Kelly to hear, we need exercise. We need somebody to come in and give us some exercise. Not just sitting down exercise. We have to lift up. We need stand-up exercise and move around.
Okay.
Right? Miss Kelly is hearing me?
I hope she is.
Okay, I hope.
I think all of St. Kitts and Nevis. They're hearing me, yeah.
We need to move around.
Okay.
Because I have 3 dogs. And they are my pets.
Okay. You move around with those. Okay. Okay. And Mr. Mac?
Yeah, as I said before, I'm enjoying the club.
Okay.
And as I look across there, I notice that you have your flower in plastic stuff there, right? I have intention of making some flower pots.
Oh, nice.
Out of cement and sand. I also want to pass it on to those in the club who wants to know how to do it. You know, there's a couple of things that I can do that I'm going to leave behind.
Okay.
You know, like make it.
I've seen him flying his kite.
Ooh.
You made one?
Yes, I made one.
We all had to make our kites.
Oh, nice.
And
it was good.
And so I'm also going to show how to make the mats.
Okay.
For cars or for the house.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to leave that behind.
Oh, nice.
Whensoever. Presently, I'm working on some baskets. I just got me the straws to make baskets. So I intend to share that as well.
So, Mr. McLean, where did you learn these skills from that you intend to leave behind with us?
You would not believe it's all the way down in my youthful days.
Okay.
And it's kind of challenged my mind to bring everything back up from the computer, but it's coming.
Oh, nice, nice.
No, this is the best computer, huh?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You've got it. I love the way that you're so engaged. I love even how you've challenged Miss Kelly, because she said already that she's getting some feedback. So the exercise definitely. But the next time you were here to talk about it, we want to see
Oh yes, next time we come, we're doing the exercise.
Okay.
We're sitting and talking.
No, at all,
Showing
no.
you what we did and what we're doing.
I love it. Okay.
Because you're
The
in.
biggest stage.
I got you. Hey, we've got you covered.
We're gonna set you up. We're gonna set you up.
So is there anything that you want the public to know about the club if they are thinking about joining? What do you want to tell them about it?
I just invite them to come out. Don't be ashamed of your age. Just come out because we're not old.
We're elite.
We're not old. We're elite people in the community.
Yes.
So come out and show what you have. Give us something, you know, because I could do this, but you can do something else. And we can teach one another.
Yeah.
You know, you teach me how to make your dress and I teach you how to make my brassiere and so forth, and we can move on. He's teaching us how, he's going to teach us how to make flower pots. I ready to buy two. So.
Just two?
Love it.
Just two, yeah.
For now.
Yeah. And I don't know the price.
It's going to be okay for you. And why should anyone be ashamed of the age? That's the blessing.
Yeah.
Some people are ashamed of the age.
Because a lot of...
I go on the circus and tell people my
You see me? 80.
Whoa.
You see me? 81.
Good. Look at that. Huh? So why should you be ashamed of your age?
But I don't feel like I'm 81. So I'm
Of course
18.
not.
Yes, exactly. I figured once you told me 18, I already turned it around and figured out the age.
And I couldn't be 18. If I was really 18, you'd wonder what's happening.
No, you never know. It could have been.
I could imagine you at 18, though, I can tell you that much. All right, so Mr. McLean, what would you say to people who might want to consider joining the club?
You know, I am disappointed because at the club here in Newtown, the only man, the only one. And when you walk the street through down, you see a lot of ageable men there and up into negativity.
Wow.
So hopefully they can see you, the example that you're setting.
And I did ask a few of the ladies, don't you have friends to invite them to come? You know, because they don't have to be their boyfriend as such, but hello.
But have you spoken to some of the elite men that you would have seen along the side of the road and invited them to the club? Okay, good stuff.
All right, so I have an idea for you. A concert by Mr. McLean might be just the kind of activity that you need to get people to join the club. So as you continue to write and as you continue to sing, that'd be something to see. So think about it.
Yeah, that could be good.
And you have a backup, right?
I know that. You're going to be my senior backup.
Yes.
Wow, you've elevated so quickly. Not just backup, but your senior backup.
I love it. I love it.
You don't have to worry about getting somebody to back him up.
I love you guys. It's great talking with you. It's great, seeing you again, of course, and meeting you, sir.
And you know something, I must say, the ladies that work at the center, the young ladies, they're very nice people.
Oh, that's sweet.
And what pleases me about them is that they speak to you politely.
Yeah.
That's what attracts me. I cannot take people who really speak nastily to you. I just can't. I have no room for them.
No room.
You understand? But these girls, they are very polite and genuine. They are very kind.
Because they're going to come young like us one day.
One day, yes.
Those are the kind of people that we need to be around.
Yes.
You understand? And one thing, though, that I would like to see, that even once per year, God spare our life, that all the ministers who have elders in their constituency bring everybody together, even once per year.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
indeed.
You're absolutely right. So I can imagine, you're giving Miss Kelly and the other staffers some great feedback just to watch your program grow. Honestly, you have the idea. So I'm glad that you're sharing that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you shared your voice I'm glad that you shared your comedy with us, as always. And thank you so much again. Pleasure to see you both.
Bless you.
Yes.
All right, you too as well.
Bless you.
You too as well, Miss Shirley. All right, we'll be
in here.
Yes,
Indeed.
of course. Next time you'll be doing exercises, right?
Oh yes.
Awesome. All right. More Good Morning SKN in a moment.
And a second, what you
yes.
said about the ladies at the Community Center.
Yes.
They're very nice people.
That's
and
wonderful
I know
to hear.
they have their hands full.
With you?
Yes. And they deal with me.
Lovely.
I love it.
One thing they don't know about me is that I'm very observant. Very, very much. I don't speak much, but I'm very observant. I watch people how they operate with others and how they speak to others. So you can't get away from me with that.
Lovely.
Good to know.
That's true.
Good to know. Well, it'll be a pleasure to speak with you again, watch your concert. So we're looking for that concert.
We're looking for it.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Great.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, a long time. This is what? April?
Yes.
So you have time to plan. Even if you bring it up for Christmas, we have this open invitation already.
Okay, thank you. We'll be there.
I'm giving you an invitation. I'm
On that note, with concert preparations until, we'll be back in a moment with more GMSKN. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
It's Infused Friday. Welcome to today's recipe. But before we get into that, let me give you some information about the benefits of H2O. Infused water adds more to your H2O. It not only gives you the same refreshed feeling that water does, but it adds flavor and nutritional benefits. Adding different combinations of herbs, fruits, and spices to your water can lead to endless combinations that are not only delicious, but extremely good for you. Helping to control bloating, because many women suffer from bloating due to excess salt or hormonal fluctuation. Water-rich foods such as lemon and cucumber can help control this problem. How does this link into relaxation? Well, if you infuse your drink with herbs that are linked to relaxation, such as sage, this often helps. What are the benefits of anti-aging? Well, if you add dark berries and pomegranate seeds, which are rich in antioxidants, this can help protect against the effects of aging. Let's talk about metabolism. Many fruits can boost your metabolism and help with weight loss, so be sure to add in your raspberries, strawberries, tangerines, and any other delicious fruit. Now, let's move on to the recipe for this Friday, which is watermelon and lemon mint. Ingredients: 1 small cup of watermelon pieces, 1 large lemon sliced, and a handful of fresh mints. Now for the directions, it's very simple. You just need a pitcher and add 1 small cup of watermelon sliced, 1 large lemon slice, and a handful of fresh mint. muddle ingredients, and fill pitcher with ice water. And you're good to go. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Good morning, SKN. This is Lyrical. I just want to say blessings to you. There are a happy place in the life every living day. A happy place in the life every living day. Cause them at a happy place in the life. And they can't change. And they just come out here to do right. So whether day or night, they will never ever change. Blessings, blessings, and blessings.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, it's Bensley Hype coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it, go already. See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Bensley Hype, it's a big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is Friday, or Fry-yay, as a lot of you like to call it. So today we'll be looking at some awkward moments shared by persons on Twitter. Join the fun and comment some of your awkward experiences. If you've had them, feel free to do so. Why not? If you've already had an awkward experience, who cares if you share it on social media for everybody else to know about it?
Exactly.
Putting it out there, the irony. In any event, do I really want to know what your awkward moments have been? I'm not sure that I do. Not sure that you want to share a quick heads here.
I've had a lot of awkward moments, but I've gotten over them. Because somebody tells you something and then you didn't understand what they mean, and then eventually you'd be like, oh, that's what they meant. Yeah, so I've had a lot of those.
I see. Okay. All right, so we're going to see what other people have experienced as we look at their Twitter feeds.
Yeah.
Take a look with us.
I've had one recently when somebody said, how is the air? And I don't fly anymore. And then I'd be like, oh, they don't mean that, they mean this. I'd be like, shucks me. But it actually only dawned on me when I walked away from them. Yeah, so I sent them a message and said, sorry, I thought you meant flying.
Well, airport cashier, have a safe flight. Me, you too. I can never come here again. Okay, what?
You know, sometimes because that would have happened to me too. Like, people say have a safe flight and you say you too, but they're not going anywhere. But you meant to say have a good day, but it just came out by accident.
Whenever you fly, have a safe flight. Yeah, you too.
No, but you're not going anywhere. But
that's not that bad.
exactly. But yeah, it's just, I just think it's the brain just reacting, wanting to say something nice, and you end up saying YouTube, in forgetting that, oh, shuck, this person isn't going anywhere. Yeah.
All right, so that's one for the airport cashier. Yeah.
The bloggess. Oh, at the bloggess. I texted my boss at the end of my first day in the new job with heading out. Love you. Intended for my boyfriend. Ooh. Wow. Oh gosh.
Okay.
I hope she came back quickly, you know?
Can we swipe left on this? I'm sorry. Yeah. Just wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Just
this is
say
Twitter. So
just say, boss, wrong message. This was for my boyfriend. Imagine
I'm
the
sure
boss
I've done
would say,
that. I've not done that. No, not that one. But I mean, I've been texting different people. I'm sure you guys have had the experience where you have different WhatsApp chats open, and then you text them, and it's like, oh wait, what did you say? Like, yeah, that wasn't intended for you. It's like, oh, okay, that's what it was. And then comes the explanations, right? Then come the explanations. Like, oh gosh, I had so many chats going on. This wasn't intended for you. I'm sorry. Well, you're lucky you caught it.
But if it was intended for them, once you tell them it isn't intended, oh, I don't understand why we even break it down. Because then sometimes we're putting folks in things that they shouldn't be in. So be like, oh,
by texting them in the first place. That's the point. Don't text.
But the good thing is now we have delete the text from everyone.
You guys really want to pull a prank on people when they leave their cell phones around? Here's my idea for that, right? They leave their cell phones around. They happen to be on lock. Don't try it here in the studio, please. You could just go change their contact info, right? So the next thing is, you like mix up which contact is which.
Oh my God, that's bad. That's not, no. Y'all don't do that.
I'm just saying.
I want everybody to be alive and make it to Christmas to spend some money, as Miss Shirley said.
I already know that one person in here thinks that it's a great idea, as long as it doesn't happen to them. The sinister smile is there. I get it. That's just me, right? All right, yeah, really don't try that, but if you were to, it would be really fun. All right, so here we go again. Told a one-armed man to tell his mother the flowers I just put together for her cost him an arm and a leg. Oh my goodness. Talk about insensitivity and awkwardness.
Wow.
And it really did cost him an arm and a leg. So now the one-armed man probably will be left with no arms and one leg.
Wow.
Yeah, these sayings sometimes.
We have to be mindful.
Gotta watch what you say.
Yeah. Even though sometimes no pun is intended, you have to be sensitive, because the mere fact that he has one arm, he's going to feel a type of way, like you're making fun of him.
I'm sure he explained it after. I'm sure the man probably got used to it anyway. Because I mean, this is something that we say. It's
arm and a leg.
It's ordinary now to hear.
Why should it cost an arm and a leg? Arm and a leg is like so valuable. I don't want anything for me to cost an arm and a leg, boy. No. No.
Awkward. I'm sorry.
No. Okay. This at the bloggers is just the most. Walked up to a baby holding stranger, thinking it was my sister, at my daughter's soccer game, and said, "Give me the baby." Boy, I know I've seen people call out to persons and they look at me like, yeah, like, I know who you are. And then when I walk away, I'd be like, that's not the person. I've had a lot of moments, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you ought to be lucky that you weren't punched in the face.
I know, right?
I'm just saying, give me the baby? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I know that we mistake people for, well, you know what? Honestly, baby holding stranger, yeah, if that person had their back to you, I could see that. People tend to look alike from the back sometimes, not seeing their faces.
We tend not, sometimes when we're confident that is the person, not to approach with caution. So we have to try our best to approach with caution. Yeah, because what if the person, as you said, what if the person is someone who can just reflex action?
Well, there you go. Hey, it would have made for.
Be careful.
It would have made for an even better Twitter post. I'm just saying.
I got knocked.
Fortunately, hey, that did not happen.
Person got knocked out.
All right, leave the baby where the baby is.
Yes, with the person that's holding it.
Those are some awkward moments, I have to say.
Oh man. But the bloggers got them all again.
There was something about this guy. All right? I don't understand. Well, they're tagging. All right.
Yeah.
Pulled into a gas station and was on the wrong side of the pump for my gas gap. Well, this has happened to me. Drove around to the other side and did it again. That did not happen to me. And then drove away, right?
The most appropriate thing to do.
Because you want gas, but clearly you have enough to drive away.
Yeah.
To save face.
The shame is great.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah. But do you know most vehicles have an indication as to which side your gas tank's on?
Yeah, he just forgot.
No.
Maybe it's maybe he changed cars. It's just what it is. Maybe he just forgot.
Sir?
Other people are looking like that.
Sir, next time, don't let the pride or the ego get to you. Just make a big joke about it and get your gas. But I guess he had enough. Well,
I don't think I've ever seen this, but the first part, not the second part.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third part, to drive away after all of that. It's like, okay, I changed my mind.
It's obvious you needed gas, but the embarrassment will make you cut out.
Well, we don't know if he needed gas. Maybe he just thought better of it. You know?
Why else would you go into the gas station pump if you don't need gas?
Maybe I don't know, Cortezia. Ask this guy.
Because
or Bonnie. Bonnie's one.
Oh my gosh, the fact that he went into the gas station on the wrong side. Then he proceeds to go to the next tank, but he's still on the wrong side. Like, it's obvious he needed something, but his pride and his ego, and maybe he saw the attendant chuckling. This is just my example of what's in my head. He just decided, I can't deal with this embarrassment.
Your example of what's in there. I like that.
He just drove off. Yeah. No, because I can't say this is what actually happened. I was never there. So at the bloggers, wow, this person is tagged a lot. A friend went to place her order at the drive-thru. She then heard, "Could you drive up to the speaker? You are talking to the trash can." Okay. Wow, so that means that trash can looks so cute.
Okay.
I could envision the trash can right now. Yes, it looked like the speaker.
I guess so.
I would have just laughed it up and said, "Ooh, sorry, trash can, I gotta go."
At least she was told. She could have been there all day.
Wow.
Could have been bad customer service if the attendant didn't hear her. So thankfully, it could have been worse. It could have been Oscar the Grouch talking.
What is
trash can ordering?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hopefully the food wasn't trash.
Oh Lord.
Okay. All right. It's not that bad. All right, so got into the passenger seat of the wrong car outside of Starbucks. The driver waited until I finished my phone call to Sally. Well, the driver could have driven away with you. So that works, right? Yeah. This is
very polite driver.
Yeah.
Have I ever walked up to the wrong vehicle? I think I have, and maybe when I used to live in Antigua, because they had a lot of the same cars. I think I would have. And I'm there pressing, and it's not open. It's not open. Look, this is not the car. I bent my head and I walked as fast as I could, pressed the button so my car could answer. Because I was ashamed. Because I'm like, why is my car not opening? Yeah.
Okay, Amanda, we're glad that you're here with us to post this message even after that experience.
Yeah.
All right.
After flunking a job interview, got up, shook everyone's hand, and walked into the coat closet. Oh. So the person forgot where they came in, Jamie. It's obvious.
Well, given his name, Deep Freeze, I'm glad it wasn't a deep freezer. I'm glad it wasn't a freezer that you walked into.
Because once that door is closed, that's
seriously.
it.
Wow. Honestly. This is not that bad. Is it?
Imagine you walk into the coat closet, right? And you came back out and all these eyes are on you. It's bad because you already flunked the interview. So it's bad.
What's the worst thing that could happen at that point? It's not like you got the job and then
that I didn't deserve the job. So they so their point, they would have proven their point. You see?
Is that the worst? Is that the worst thing that could happen at that point? He already didn't get the job. So I mean, it's not like he got the job and then they're thinking, "Oh, this guy's judgment is off. I really shouldn't have hired him." You know what I mean?
But they're probably glad they didn't hire him because of his poor judgment.
Oh, well, we don't know anything about bosses that are glad about those things, do we? All right. An elderly man presented his discount card to me, and I said, "You're getting ready to expire." I could not recover. No way to recover from that.
Wow.
That's really funny, though, I have to say.
Wow.
There is absolutely no way to recover.
I would have had to recover from this. I would have said, "Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. I meant your card is going to expire." My God, that's rough. Imagine if the elite doesn't have a sense of humor. You are trying to tell me I'm gonna die? Oh my God.
You ought to know that based on how much time you've left.
Oh,
hello.
Gosh. Oh.
It might be stating the obvious.
Sorry, girl. Sorry. Wow.
Okay.
She could not recover. We had a Texas sage plant that flowers before rain. When asked if it would rain today, I said, not according to my book. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it depends on who you're talking to. Oh la la. Boy, Jessica, Somebody's talking to Jessica. I hope she can hear them.
Hopefully this wasn't a question at the job interview, Jessica.
Oh my God.
Hopefully you weren't interviewing for the position of a weather girl.
Oh my God.
You didn't give us this answer, did you? Yeah, please. Moving right along. That never happened, right?
Never happened.
Wow. Guess it wouldn't be as bad if it were a random stranger.
Mm-hmm.
If it was somebody else, though. Whoa.
Boy. Wow.
All right, so we're at the sandwich shop. What is it with these cashiers? Okay, what's your name? Uh-oh, I have a boyfriend, the cashier says, for the sandwich. Are you kidding me? You're at the sandwich shop. What do you think the guy's asking your name for?
Because he was interested, so you're trying to shoot him down early. You didn't think of what him asking your name for really meant. Maybe you were having an off day. Because when you go to Starbucks and those places, they do ask for your name to put in your cup, so because they want to call you by your name and your salary.
No, I get that. I just think that she's incredibly vain. Are you kidding?
Maybe she's cute, and maybe he looks a bit flirtatious, so she's just securing
At the sandwich shop.
At the sandwich shop, he be flirting with the salami and the ham. Like,
Hortensia,
what's your
please,
name?
No. Can we move?
What's your name? while he put the pieces of meat on the bread. So what's your name? Yeah, come on, folks. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah.
I already made my request known. Nobody's listening to me. I was trying to save this.
So I ended a supposedly professional work email to Alcoholics Anonymous with cheers, Sarah. Ooh.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
I ended a supposedly professional work email.
Are you kidding? I've been at functions where I'm drinking light stuff and you're hitting glasses, right?
But but she sent it to Alcohol Anonymous. You're not supposed to be drinking.
I get you. Don't think that I don't get it, but I'm saying you can do that without referring to alcohol. So
well, maybe that's a word they shouldn't use, because that's a word that leaves a scar.
It leaves a scar.
Them, or it's a scar them, because you know when you're in the bar, cheers. So in order to get over what you're going through, no cheers.
I knew that, but I'm just saying this isn't that bad.
I'm just saying. Not saying you didn't know it, but I'm just saying, don't say cheers in Alcohol Anonymous. Just don't say it, please. Don't say it at all. No cheers.
All right, so we are at the end of our awkward experiences. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN.
Indeed.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
Hello and welcome to your favorite day of the week, Friday. It's Infused Friday, and you've guessed right, we have another marvelous infused water recipe for you today. Strawberry, lemon and green tea infused water. So let me introduce you to the benefits one can expect from this selection. Strawberries. These potent little packages protect your heart, increases HDL, which is good cholesterol, lower blood pressure and guard against cancer. Packed with vitamins, fibre and particularly high levels of antioxidants known as polyphenols. Strawberries are a sodium-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free and low-calorie food. The bottom line is lemons contain a high amount of vitamin C, soluble fibre and plant compounds that give them a number of health benefits. Lemons may aid weight loss and reduce your risk of heart disease, anemia, kidney stones, digestive issues and cancer. And finally, green tea contains healthy bioactive compounds. These compounds can improve brain function, increase fat burning. The antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers, contribute to the prevention of type 2 diabetes, and assist in the prevention of cardiovascular disease, also in the protection of the brain from aging and reduce bad breath. Amazing benefits. Let's get infusing. Here are the ingredients. 1 bag of green tea, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of hot water, 1 lemon halved, juiced and half sliced, a handful of strawberries halved, and ice cubes for serving. Directions. Place tea bag in a cup of hot water, let it steep for 5 minutes, then remove, and let it cool before pouring into a jug or pitcher. Add the remaining ingredients and let it infuse for 30 minutes before serving into a large glass filled with ice. So delightful. Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
In this segment, we will be doing a second round of Try Not to Laugh challenge. The only rule is, of course, that we will literally try not to laugh. Today's video compilation comes from Trey Jam on YouTube. Jamie and I are going to see who can retain their composure the longest. Join the fun and let us know in the comments which video, if any, made you laugh. Although we are not supposed to laugh. Yeah.
Now, when you're playing with lions, it's important to never show fear.
I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Ooh.
Is that a donut?
Oh my god, that's good. 行くからそっちにね。行くからね。よし、行こう。
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
Don't flirt with him. I'm not going to.
Seriously. Ooh. all of that to still fall in the end. Aww.
Want to say to Nikki. Okay, Nikki, Louis want to say. Okay, I say to him. Nikki won't say to you.
Who want to say to you?
I'm scared. Let's go, let's go.
Oh my god. Jeez.
沙发用久了，上面有很多老旧污渍，很难清理，就想换个。
Where's the? Oh my.
What? Oh, hi, Mommy.
Oh, hi, Emmy.
I can't go to bed. I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
Scared back, please.
往这边一闪，就可以拿你上楼。来，再来一个慢的动作，往这边走位，然后他下巴弓了就可以上楼。来一个真实的模拟情况，把这个技术特点给它展现出来。来。
I'm sorry.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Do you want to pass all of your exams without even studying?
We lose track of time.
Me too.
Me too.
Blackberry.
I'm sorry,
Les
girl.
murs. Wall. Mur. Ripe. Mur. Murmur. Murmure. A ripe blackberry murmurs to the wall. Une murmure, murmure au mur.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Good.
I'm so glad I was recording that!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah!
Oh Lord.
1.4 miles. Take the exit onto
It ran out of data?
Nossa, ele fez flexão no cabelo inteiro.
Garota. Foi só um buraquinho, ó.
Ficou legal.
Não tem, não.
Go, go, go! No, oh my god, Al!
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Not coming down.
How are you?
Great, how are you?
I'm good.
Cool.
Can I sit in the front?
You like
no?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's that?
Do you want pizza? Yeah, do you want
maybe.
pizza?
Kind of.
I haven't touched it. It's brand new.
And that, kids, is how I met your mother.
Okay, how'd you do that again?
Bendy straw out of the armpit.
Abby, what are you doing?
Would you rather marry someone right now that your parents picked out or be single for the rest of your life?
I'm an orphan.
When
Well, now you're just talking crazy talk. I don't even own a pair of Crocs.
Holy cow!
Well, I guess I lost the challenge. I like a good joke, and they had quite a few. So for those of you who are watching us, let us know in the comments how many laughs you had throughout that segment. I see you managed to keep a straight face.
Comes with practice. I have managed to maintain my composure. Training. That's that.
Indeed.
All right, we'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
Welcome to another edition of Infused Friday. We have another great infused water recipe for you to try out. Pineapple and sweet red bell pepper. I know what you're thinking, but this will bring a pep in your step. Here are some of the benefits you may experience from this exotic combination. Pineapple juice is rich in a variety of vitamins and minerals. It's especially packed with manganese, copper, vitamin B6 and vitamin C, all of which play important roles in the proper functioning of your body. Red capsicum or red bell pepper contains lycopene and a phytonutrient which helps to keep a healthy heart. It is also a rich source of folate and vitamin B6 along with antioxidants known to protect the body against free radicals. I know you cannot wait to try out this amazing fruit and vegetable infusion. Let's get you started with the following ingredients. You will need 6 pineapple cubes, 6 red capsicum cubes, enough fresh water to fill your jug or bottle. And the directions. Remember to wash your ingredients well. Chop and slice ingredients as necessary. Add to ingredients to a large jug or bottle. Stir ingredients and add fresh water and stir. Let it infuse, settle, and then serve into tall glasses. Can you taste the goodness already? Add more to your H2O. Check out the Facebook page every Friday for refreshing infused water recipes.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good Morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. As we prepare to close out today's show, it's time for us to officially say goodbye to Jamie. But before that, let's take a look at some of the highlights from his time here with us.
There we go again. We're jumping the gun like this little guy here, right? So welcome back to Good Morning SKN. If you don't know what this signifies, this is my camel from the beginning of the show. I've been asking for him for weeks because it's representative of hump day. We're going over the hump. And what Cortensi doesn't realize is that based on our next activity, this little guy is actually going to help me out. So thank you for my camel.
Oh, cheat!
All right, so how does that taste?
Really good. I had the chicken patty.
Yeah, the chicken patty. I just want to take a bite out of this little design.
He went straight for the cake.
Get me to make this face.
His next favorite flavor in
I'm gonna hide
cake.
my eyes. Red velvet. Absolutely hiding my eyes out.
I remember when it was his birthday, I'm asking what cake does he want, and he said either red velvet or chocolate. So you need an next birthday cake? You need an next birthday cake? Can't answer.
Sweet, soft, light.
Yeah, I must say that.
Again, transport. I've had slices of heaven before. This is heaven in a cake. Listen. Hey, you're so very welcome. I'm glad we're finally getting you on camera for longer than like 2 minutes with us, because I don't know, something tells me that somebody's trying to steal you away from us. They can't steal you away from us, can they? No. You're not going to.
We can't have that.
Great. All right. We're live here at the St. Kitts Music Festival, man. I'm getting tongue-tied just sitting next to Ruckus HE. High energy performance, man. Ruckus in the house. Yeah. So tell me, man, after that great performance, what was going on stage? Were you feeding off the energy of the crowd? Was the crowd feeding off the energy of you? What was going on? Because I saw it. It was really like...
Yes, definitely. Once I got on stage, I realized that persons were giving me that energy. And so my job was to give them back that same energy, you know, and we fed off of each other during that whole 15 minutes performance on stage, you know, and I know that they enjoyed it. They completely showed me that vibes and love, and I really appreciated it.
Listen, I have a bone to pick with you, you know, that was too short. That was way too short, my God.
I agree.
I tell you, it wasn't just a performance, it was really a movement. I love the way you had the crowd moving. You had me driving to the song, but you had us driving to the studio, and I was like, man, I should have been doing this. Yes. Really good, man. So what do we have to look forward to now?
Well, for Ruckus HE, you can definitely look forward to more music. You know, we're in 2022 now, and as you can see, things are now picking back up, and entertainment is back on its feet, and now we are ready to push some material out there as we get closer to the end of the year, or closer to our season here in St. Kitts for Carnival. So you can definitely look forward to more music from Ruckus HE or Ruckus HE Empire.
Gotta ask you, what did you plan to leave with the audience tonight? Do you think you left everything?
Well, you know, our intention was to come here to perform and make the audience feel the vibes, because that's what we do best. Come out and perform and do it at the best ability. Smallest band, it's spot in the world.
I gotta tell you, I like the vibe from the press conference today. There was a special guest that you invited. Did you see her?
Well, you see, I don't want to be controversial, but because this song was up so long ago, I don't want it to be twisted.
Right.
I don't want to get twisted at all whatsoever, you know what I mean? Respect, we respect you.
Love it, man, love it. Alright, so we're here talking to Grandmasters right after their performance. I'm telling you boys, good to see you guys again. So, let's talk about the performance. What was it like to be back on stage after so long at the St. Kitts Music Festival?
It's a pleasure to be back. I mean, to be doing what you love, to be giving the fans what they want. And we know they've been long anticipating, waiting. So it's real good to know that we are able to deliver to the fans.
I tell you. What about you?
Well, of course, you know, after being off the St. Kitts Music Festival stage for 2 years, you know, I know persons have been looking forward to it. You know, I mean, the St. Kitts Music Festival stage is one of the biggest stages around, you know, and to be a part of that, it's always an honor to be a part of the St. Kitts Music Festival.
He's still blushing, look!
Just tag Nadia Batson, tag Jamie Morris, tag Studio 327, tag the St. Kitts Music Festival, and be like, yeah, that was it.
That was lovely. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Hold it together.
Hold it together. Yes. I tried.
You really made a disaster with that one.
Thank you very much, Bob. I appreciate that so much. First time as a child.
You're not even getting a first second, the first quarter. Go ahead, finish it.
Go to Simon, go to.
You guys don't get hurricanes in Trinidad, right?
Not very many, no.
How you like that?
These are in the alphabet. 56.
What? 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 26?
It's actually funny. Well, I can't get anything right today.
Yeah.
Well, I see that joke still resonates with him.
How could it not?
Try not to laugh.
Thank you guys for that video. It's good to walk down memory lane. Thank you so much. Thank you for the time here. You guys are a great professional crew, and I appreciated the time working with you. Appreciated coming to your household and workplaces every morning with words "Good Morning SKN." As I said at the top of the show, it'll be the last time that I say it. Today's my last, so thank you for your support, and I wish you all the best. Well, this is where we get to say goodbye now.
Yep.
So this is the last time. All right, one for the books. So I want to thank you for joining us today for another edition of GMSK. And of course, I'm inviting you to tune in daily to find a little bit of everything for everyone. And I like to say that we get to everyone with your help. So get your friends and family members to watch us. Also, you can follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Studio 327, at Studio 327, right? Do I have that right? Studio 327 or Studio 327 Inc.? That's it. Studio 327 Inc. Okay, here we go. I think the seniors' energy is rubbing off. Sorry, the elite energy is rubbing off on me. Let me stand corrected. All right, so Studio 327 Inc. Of course, we're on Instagram again at Good Morning SKN. That's the one. That's a page specifically created for this show. Also, check out the website www.studio327inc.com. for more content, more GMSKN, more Studio 327 in general, and use the hashtag GMSKN to find our content. So for the very last time, good morning SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
Leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. It was definitely the last part for me, where we saw all those different episodes that we had together. Thank you for working with me. It was indeed a pleasure. I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. So see you on Monday? No, we are seeing you on Tuesday. Yes, Monday is a holiday when you'll wake up bright and early and start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. As usual, thank you for watching. Continue to subscribe. We appreciate our subscribers. See you then. Have a great day. Remember to have a good day. But if you can, according to Tabitha Brown, don't go messing up nobody else's. Have a great day, guys. Bye.